I want to play you a clip of Stephen A. Smith starting the early process of kissing the butt of Jimmy Pitaro. It's like Stephen A. Smith is a little bit scared that this is a bad look for him, and Stephen A. Smith has already admitted he's went to Diddy parties, and Stephen A. Smith is probably cutting checks. He probably ain't got Shannon Sharpe's problem, but who knows? These guys, birds of a feather flock together. Anybody that would hire and vouch for, hey, let's bring Shannon Sharpe over here. Let me bury my head in the sand and pretend like I'd never heard any of these stories about the problems Shannon Sharpe has had with women. Let's play SOT number 2.
I can tell you, I also spoke to co-chairman of Disney, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro, who made it very, very clear we are taking this matter very seriously, and we are looking into this very, very closely. And once we gather as many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there. And that is all he said. And I can mention his name because I received his permission to say that. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And that's why you're backpedaling. ESPN's going to gather as many facts as they can. News outlets are going to start reporting as many facts as they can. And a doo-doo storm is about to erupt and sweep Shannon Sharpe out. Shannon Sharpe appears on First Take on Mondays and Tuesdays. That's what they let him come on Tuesday and basically, in my view, do his final show. Because now he can disappear for the rest of this week without drawing attention. He's only on Mondays and Tuesdays. So he can disappear and try to spend the next 3 days perhaps trying to talk ESPN from firing him. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that. When these little leaks and other stories that I believe, that I was told by journalists, are on the way, I think Stephen A. Smith knows what's about to happen. And now he's in full rear end kiss mode. All the bravados go, the chairman, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro. And I can tell you these things because Jimmy Pitaro gave me permission to. Toby be good Negro for ESPN and Jimmy Pitaro. Stephen A., I'm back in line. I got my $100 million contract, my $20 million a year. Jimmy Pitaro, tell me what to do, boss man. Full-blown backpedal. This is Stephen A. preparing for the worst, which is really the best, because I think Stephen A. is actually happy. Skip Bayless is dead at Fox Sports. Stephen A. is competing against, the facility, Emmanuel Acho and some other former NFL players. Not that I dislike them, but that show has no traction at Fox Sports. It's no threat. Skip Bayless is dead. Now he no longer needs Shannon Sharpe. He's dead. Shannon Sharpe was building a YouTube channel and a career that was going to surpass Stephen A. Smith. Shannon Sharpe was in line, the line that Stephen A. Smith wants to be in. Stephen A. Smith wants to be a late-night talk show host. Shannon Sharpe was positioning himself to be a late-night talk show host. He's more talented than Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is very happy with what's happening to Shannon Sharpe. You're not going to hear that anyplace else. And you'll be upset, and I know you've been programmed and brainwashed. Whitlock, he's terrible. He's the worst person in the world. Whitlock is trying to keep you ahead of the conversation. No different. Hey, 2 years ago, Stephen A. Smith's running for president. He's got this fake book out here. trying to keep you ahead of the conversation. He's a fraud and a plant. His background story, his college career, it's all a fraud and a plant. And I tried to tell you, like, hey, be careful with Shannon Sharpe, man. No discipline. No sexual control. No emotional control. When you're 56 and you ripped up like the Incredible Hulk, there's conversations going on about you in the gym. What's he doing? What's he taking to look like that? Why does he want to look like that? It puts you on the cover of a magazine, but not the most healthy thing. There's a middle ground in there. But and then people start, hey, what's he taking? And maybe that's why. And I want y'all to dig up this clip and place the clip of Shannon Sharpe at that Lakers game, nearly getting in a fight. He's there with his side piece, stylist, Hollywood, whatever, and he nearly gets in a fight with the Memphis Grizzlies, I believe. That's a lack of emotional control. That's someone easily triggered. That's someone, and again, this is why he was willing to offer up a $10 million settlement. Because when this pretty young thing, white girl says, hey, he snapped and tried to strangle me. And she's got him on tape. They played that audio of him talking about strangling her. It's like, that's someone with not much emotional control. Didn't we just see him on the sidelines of Lakers losing himself, about to get in a fight with these young NBA players? These are obvious red flags. Obvious. And Stephen A. and ESPN ran by those obvious red flags. These people, Jimmy Pitaro, Stephen A., these people are all the same age as me. They should have as much discernment as me. But Disney, under Bob Iger, they seem to want, particularly black men, that have no emotional control, easily triggered, snap at the drop of a hat, allegations against them. Those Negroes are easier to control, to put the puppet strings on, make them play the buffoon and the clown, feminize them, put makeup on them that looks feminine, put them in dresses, put them in the tightest clothes on the planet. So let's play SOT number 3. Stephen A. Smith pretending like he hopes everything goes well and goes away for Shannon Sharpe. SOT 3.
In my perfect world, this equates to Jay-Z, where the case ultimately dropped and Shannon is allowed to continue on First Take and continue to thrive and shine. And not just that, and have an illustrious career in the podcast stratosphere, doing Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco, doing Club Shay Shay, and ultimately gets this $100 million deal that he was all over the news about to sign just a couple of days before this report came out. In my perfect world, he moves on. And somehow, some way, we find this all to be false. But it doesn't seem like that's the way things are about to go down, considering who Mr. Busby is.
Did you hear that? In my perfect world, the key word here is this all goes away and the case is dropped and he continues to appear on First Take, or he continues to come on First Take. And so Stephen A. has let it slip. Unless these charges are dropped, ain't no more Shannon Sharpe on First Take. That's how I heard that yesterday. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.